Test 2. You will hear a number of different recordings, and you will have to answer questions on what you hear. There will be time for you to read the instructions and questions, and you will have a chance to check your work. All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to Section 1. Section 1. You will hear a woman phoning the secretary of a cycling club to find out about becoming a member. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 6. You will see that there is an example that has been done for you. On this occasion only, the conversation relating to this will be played first.
Hello, South City Cycling Club.
Oh, hi. I want to find out about joining the club.
Right, I can help you there. I'm the club secretary and my name's Jim Hunter.
Oh, hi, Jim.
The club secretary's name is Jim Hunter, so Hunter has been written in the space. Now we shall begin. You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time. Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 6.
Hello, South City Cycling Club.
Oh, hi. I want to find out about joining the club.
Right, I can help you there. I'm the club secretary and my name's Jim Hunter.
Oh, hi, Jim.
So, are you interested in membership for yourself?
That's right.
Okay, well, there are basically 2 types of adult membership. If you're pretty serious about cycling, there's the full membership. That costs $260, and that covers you not just for ordinary cycling, but also for races, both here in the city and also in other parts of Australia.
Right. Well, I'm not really up to that standard. I was more interested in just joining a group to do some cycling in my free time.
Sure, that's why most people join. So in that case, you'd be better with the recreational membership. That's $108 if you're over 19 and $95 if you're under.
I'm 25.
Okay, it's paid quarterly and you can upgrade it later to the full membership if you want to, of course. Now, both types of membership include the club fee of $20. They also provide insurance in case you have an accident, though we hope you won't need that, of course.
No. Okay, well, I'll go with the recreational membership, I think, and that allows me to join in the club activities and so on.
That's right. And once you're a member of the club, you're also permitted to wear our kit when you're out cycling. It's green and white.
Yes, I've seen cyclists wearing it. So can I buy that at the club?
No, it's made to order by a company in Brisbane. You can find them online. They're called Jerry's. That's Jerriz. You can use your membership number to put in an order on their website.
Okay. Now, can you tell me a bit about the rides I can do?
Sure. So we have training rides pretty well every morning, and they're a really good way of improving your cycling skills as well as your general level of fitness. But they're different levels. Level A is pretty fast. You're looking at about 30 or 35 kilometres an hour. If you can do about 25 kilometres an hour, you'd probably be level B. And then level C are the novices who stay at about 15 kilometres per hour.
Right. Well, I reckon I'd be level B. So when are the sessions for that level?
There are a couple each week. They're both early morning sessions. There's one on Tuesdays, and for that one you meet at 5:30 a.m. and the meeting point's the stadium. Do you know where that is?
Yes, it's quite near my home, in fact. Okay, and how about the other one?
That's on Thursdays. It starts at the same time, but they meet at the main gate to the park.
Is that the one just past the shopping mall?
That's it.
Before you hear the rest of the conversation, you have some time to look at questions 7 to 10. Now listen and answer questions 7 to 10.
So how long are the rides?
They're about an hour and a half, so if you have a job, it's easy to fit in before you go to work. And the members often go somewhere for coffee afterwards, so it's quite a social event.
Okay, that sounds good. I've only just moved to the city, so I don't actually know many people yet.
Well, it's a great way to meet people.
And does each ride have a leader?
Sometimes, but not always. But you don't really need one. The group members on the ride support one another anyway.
How would we know where to go?
If you check the club website, you'll see that the route for each ride is clearly marked. So you can just print that out and take it along with you. It's similar from one week to another, but it's not always exactly the same.
And what do I need to bring?
Well, bring a bottle of water and your phone. You shouldn't use it while you're cycling, but have it with you.
Right.
And in winter, it's well before sunrise when we set out, so you need to make sure your bike's got lights.
That's okay. Well, thanks, Jim. I'd definitely like to join. So what's the best way of going about it?
You can...
That is the end of section 1. You now have half a minute to check your answers.
So in the membership section, we can see that we have two kinds. One is the full membership and the other one is the recreational one. Jim first tells her that the overall cost will be $260, and this will cover not only cycling, but but also races to not only within the city, but also to other parts of Australia. So other parts of Australia means the same thing as all over Australia. And the correct answer here is races, RACES. Then the woman mentions that she is not up to this standard, so she will be more interested in the recreational membership that costs about $108 if you're over 19. And then Jim mentions that the cost of membership will include not only the club fee, but will also include insurance. And then he says, we hope you don't need it, but in case of an emergency, you will have an insurance cover. That means this is our next answer, insurance. After this, Jim says that once you are member of our club, you're allowed to wear our kit, which is green and white in color. The woman asks her if she can purchase it at the club. And he says, no, it's made to order by a company in Brisbane, and you can order it online. and they are called Jerry's. Now, whenever you hear a name, don't rush and misspell the name. Just hold on a second, because the next information the speaker gives you is the spelling of whatever you need to write. And over here, the spelling was Jerriz, Jerry's. Then comes the part about training rides. Jim mentions that this is a great way to improve your cycling skills as well as maintain your fitness level, and goes on to say that for level A, if you can do about 35 kilometers per hour, that's you're probably in level A. And if you can do about 25, then that means you are in level B. So looking here at level B, our answer becomes 25. And as the instructions say, I have written 5 here. Then talking about the weekly sessions, Jim says that both of these are early morning at 5:30 a.m. on Tuesdays and Thursdays. For the one on Tuesday, you have to meet at the stadium, and then the woman asks, "Is it?" And then Jim asks if you know where this is, and she says, "Yes, it's very close to my home." So the right answer here is stadium. Then for the next session at 5:30 a.m. and for this session, you have to meet at the entrance to the park. Is it the one very close to the shopping mall? Yes, it is. But now we have two informations here. Um, don't get confused, because pay close attention to, they say you have to meet at the entrance to the park, and the park is close to the shopping center or the shopping mall. Um, don't get distracted here. This can be slight distraction. Pay close attention to this. The entrance is of the park and not of the shopping mall. So coming to this last section of the part 1, Jim mentions that all of these rides are about an hour and a half. So if you have work after, you can easily manage. And then all the members often have coffee together after the session, to which the woman says that that is going to be a good opportunity for her because she doesn't have many friends in the town yet. She asks, "Will we always have a leader?" And Jim says, "Sometimes, but not always." So the answer is leader, because that's what is implied at the beginning. And Jim says, no, you won't always have a leader, but you don't need one because other members are always there for you. Um, how will we know where we are supposed to go? Where will that information be? And Jim says that if you see the club's website, you can see that the route for each trip is clearly marked, right? And you can always check this out and print it to take it along with you. Though the routes remain the same, usually the same in every other trip, it's always best to have a look. And then she asks him if she needs to bring something along, and he says that you need to have a bottle of water and also bring your phone with you, though that's not something you have to use while you are cycling, but it's always good to have it along. And in winter, you need to make sure that your bikes have lights. Now, you need to make sure means like there is a strong implication of something. You need to make sure of something. So you need to make sure that bikes must have lights. So the answer is lights. And this is the end of our section 1.